So finally, it happened. The trailer is released. Let's listen to what we're about to be subjected to, Sister Wives.
On Sister Wives. I have never done speed dating before. Yes.
So just do that when you walk in tonight.
What's your love language?
My love language is physical touch. He's handsome, so there's that. You and Kody could hang out.
Yeah.
And of course, they end up hanging out. He says no, but of course, Kody pushes the issue. I think Kody is so jealous that Christine got what she wanted. I think Kody enjoyed torturing Christine and despised the fact that she was like polygamy royalty, and I think he enjoyed like tearing her down. I think he just hated that she was so confident and he wanted to tear her down. And then Mary being all goofy before the speed date, and um here's my thing about the goofiness. It's fun, it's cool to be light and fun, but I think she overdoes it on the show. I want to see a more mature 50 something year old woman. Yes, like I want her to be funny, I want her to have fun, but I just feel like she's just doing too much goofiness, too much. It's too. Sometimes the laughing is excessive and just over the top.
I think I need to get out.
Change up your hair a little bit, a kind of a new Janelle.
Janelle, yeah, baby, it's time for a new do, like a new wardrobe. Janelle, get a stylist before you hit the scene. Like, get you a stylist. Get up to date on what someone your age should be wearing that's got money. Like Janelle, I need you to start dressing like you got money because you got money now. Like you need to stop dressing poor.
We talked about this.
Janelle, listen, Janelle up here, Marty Goff beating it. Janelle, if you really out in these streets, pull your titties out. Like let us see what did let us see what Kody was sucking on, child, because we know we'll get to it. We know that Kody wasn't giving Christine no foreplay. Christine, honey, Christine done spilled the fucking tea. We're gonna go down the Reddit rabbit hole. Let's just keep going. So now what we're seeing here is Janelle talking to Mary, and she's talking about getting that spiritual release.
Spiritual divorce. And I think I'm ready. I love that you're doing this, Janelle.
I got another
So
one of those emails from some.
I'm so happy that she is going to burst his bubble and get that spiritual release because I think that was the reason why we saw him try to take her on a date. I think that was the reason why he still was trying to manipulate her because he knew that he's some until she got that release. I think he really felt like he had a hold on Janelle, and he did, in my opinion, because Janelle was a real believer in that faith, and she believed in it, and he knew that, and he played on that. That's why he was able to masquerade as a polygamist while knowing that he wanted to be a monogamist and acted like a polygamist for the TV, but behind closed door, he was acting like a monogamist, and hence the preferential treatment of Robin. So now we get to see Robin and Kody talk about the email that he got from a woman wanting to be a part of the family.
Woman asking sort of like to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family.
Kody was laughing, but he was serious. He wanted to put his feelers out there. He wanted to see if Robin is up to it. And I believe that Kody will be able to talk Robin into taking another wife. Everybody's like, no, she's not going to take another wife. There's no way she will take another wife. Yes, she will. If it's a means to an end to continue with her lifestyle. Look, Robin's not trying to work. Robin wants to live a certain lifestyle, hence the reason why she waited that year to be with Kody to see if the show would come to fruition. And so that's why I believe that he's going to be able to talk her into, you know, bringing in a new wife, like same way he was able to talk Mary into giving him that divorce to get Robin's kids. He's very manipulative, and I think that he's going to play on this fact right here that he's going to say to Robin like, "Look, we need to keep the show. This is how we're going to sustain our lifestyle. We got to take on another wife. We need a new storyline because the storyline of the hot wife we can no longer do anymore. Now we need to bring in someone younger, and we got to spice it up and create drama, and it's all for the show. You know, I love you. I married you. You're my one true love. We have that deep love. He's going to sell her on this, and her dumb ass is going to eat the bait. And then I envision that we're going to get us a baby Robin coming in here and is going to put it on him, and he's going to manipulate her into divorcing him so that he can somehow, you know, legally he's gonna phrase it where he's gonna be like, I need to be able to, be on the kid's birth certificate and acknowledge them, because he's gonna have babies to this woman. He's gonna have more babies, and Robin's gonna be in over her head. She's gonna be, because she thinks that her and Kody got this great deep love, this trusting bond. What did he say? He's like, she laid me in a garden of roses of trust, or whatever the hell he said. And she's gonna think that it's gonna be the Kody of old, and she's gonna be completely blindsided and not think that he would betray her and play her just like he did OG3. But she don't realize this: you're not hot anymore. You're old, so it's out with the old and with the new. And you're right around the years of marriage when he did this to the OG3. So I think that we are going to see Robin finally get hurt. Just do karma, and I'm excited for it.
Kody called. He said that somebody wants a couple pieces of the property. Does your money ever go into his hands? It better not go through his hands.
Oh, Mary, stop. You know damn well if Kody was like, look, if you give me this money, your portion of it, and I'll take you back, you do it. Like, stop acting all tough for Jen. We know that damn well you would be okay with the money going through Cody's hands because you still out here caping for him. You're still out here defending him and throwing shade at your former sister wives. So please.
We're going to close on Coyote Pass soon.
This is bull. I'm not selling this land until everything is perfectly fair and we do this the right way.
Yep. Following the mask drop. So Robin revealed to us what we already knew. See, without a crystal ball, even though she finagles in the tedious things of logistics and looking at the sale of property and things amongst the sister wives, she knew that Robin was the one holding up the sale. Robin was the last to sign. And the reason why she was the last to sign, because she wanted to make sure that she got more. She wanted to make sure that she would consider separate from Kody. And so how does she make sure she gets more? She has a property that should have been split three ways, Kody and other wives. Instead, it was split Robin and Kody and other wives. So they ended up with 50% of the land, and the other two ended up with 25% apiece, which is a complete ripoff. But they just wanted to be out of out of it with these two. And Robin just let her mask drop and showed us that I'm the head wife and I have the say so. Robin, you just proved to us that the shy, meek character that you try to display to us wasn't true, and that the whole time you've been running this family, controlling things behind the scenes, and now we get to see the true Robin.
Sorry. Standoff at the Coyote Pass, final showdown. There's been more effort put into creating pain and hurting each other.
I love how Robin says that when she has created so much pain and hurt and amongst this family, but she'll create the shit and then she'll stand back and be like, "Oh, I'm not a part of that," because she likes to sick Kody out here on these wives and have him take the rap for all the shit that she does. Same thing that Mary does, except for Mary uses her friends as the mouthpiece to shit talk Kody, and then when the other sister wives are bold enough to say what they need to say out of their mouths, oh, I don't know why they're still talking about Kody. Let the past be the past. Blah 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 blah. But yet you hide behind your friends. And that's the same thing Robin does. Robin hides behind Kody. And now she doesn't like to see the fact that in this scene, Mary and Janelle are standing on the same side because they're united against these two because they know that these two are trying to screw them out of what they are entitled to. And now she's talking about everybody putting so much effort to hurt. You put in a lot of effort to hurt, and we're going to get into Christine's book. But let's finish this clip.
Makes me angry.
I would love healing with Mary. I would love healing with Janelle. I would love healing with Christine.
I don't want to talk to Kody ever again.
How much longer until you just realize?
I don't know if in that clip David's trying to convince Christine to meet with Kody so that she can get healing, which I think is a good idea, to move on from the anger and to accept that, what's done is done and there's no reason to be upset about it. And in this clip we see Jen talking to Mary about Kody and accepting him for who he is and stop this what do they go rose color eyeglasses or whatever they stop she's stuck in the past of what Kody was when they first met and not what he is today. Mary.
That he's an ass.
He wants to see me. I really want to tell him that we'll never be friends.
I wanted to apologize with all my heart.
Mary, that was Janelle saying that we'll never be friends and that she really wants to tell him that. I think she's holding back because she still is tied up with him financially and just wants to get her finances unraveled from him so that she can really speak her truth. Because, you know, the reason why not Janelle, Christine has been able to speak so freely is because she severed all ties with him financially. And so she's free and she's able to speak the way she wants to. And I think Mary envies that. I think Mary is upset that she doesn't have that and also that Christine left away clean. She didn't get catfish and got caught having a emotional affair and so she fell for the okie doke, and I still believe that Robin and Kody were responsible for that.
Said I didn't love you.
So and Christine, he's on a redemption tour, Kody, and he's saying that he's sorry to Christine from the bottom of his heart, blah 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 blah. But I did notice just now that he he doesn't say, and it could be because she's married, that I told people that I never loved you, and that wasn't true. But to Janelle, he's saying that I told people I never loved you, and that wasn't true. And I think he did love Janelle, but not the way he loves Robin, because he wasn't really able to he wasn't willing to sacrifice the way he did for Robin for Janelle.
That wasn't true.
Is there any part of you that would ever go back to Kody?
I'm not trying to make.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. Janelle didn't answer that in that clip. Would she go back to Kody? I think she would have went back to Kody had he not treated her children so badly. I do believe Janelle would have went back. But because he treated her children so poorly, she couldn't go back. She couldn't go back and face her kids. There was no way. It was just there was a line drawn in the sand and he wasn't willing to, fix it and so she had to move on. And so now he's talking to Mary and he's singing a whole different tune with Mary.
Us back together in any way, Mary.
We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
You know, that exchange was so odd. Like, I don't understand why he got to continuously rub it in her face, but it's because Mary was the one that he left. Like, the other ones left him, but he left Mary, and he ended the relationship with Mary, and he wants to apologize to her, but he wants to make it very clear, like, we're never getting back together. This apology isn't about me wanting to make amends and get things back together. And Mary saying, we're never ever getting back together. It's like, Mary, you don't even have a say so in that. I don't even know why you're saying that, girl. You got kicked to the curb. The rest of the Sister Wives left. Like they got kicked to the curb in different ways. Like he was leading them on, but for you, he wasn't leading you on, honey. He was just he was just he was kicking you to the curb, and you just wouldn't get it. And he was finally like, thank God she's finally gone when you left. Like that's why he helped you pack because he was happy for you to go. He packed Christine because he wanted to make himself look good for pushing her out and not be looked at as the bad guy. Wanted to be looked at as the guy who got left, but not the guy who pushed out his wife. Whereas with you, he was laying his sword on that flag or whatever how they say it. He wanted to be known that he was leaving your toxic. He did not like Mary. So all right. So that clip is done. Sorry, so that clip is done. The other clips that I wanted to show y'all was about the Reddit. So there's Reddits going on, and people are reading excerpts out of Christine's book. So I want to read the one here about Christine and what's going on with her book. So this TikTok person is reading excerpts out of the book. So let's talk about this one. Christine's talking about her wedding night.
Okay, I didn't wait for my camping trip. I already started reading. I saw on Reddit that Christine talked about sex. And so, yeah, I went looking for it. I don't care what you think about me. Like, I know a lot of us are interested in that aspect of this story. I want to cry. I want to rage and I want to cry. I've read so many polygamy memoirs, but polygamy memoirs from people who were in much more fundamentalist and much more controlling and awful versions of LDS fundamentalism. And so for some reason, I thought the story was going to be different with this family. It's the same wedding night story that I read in all those other books. Absolutely no thought given to her comfort, to being gentle, just bam, consummation, no foreplay, pain, tears. And she talks about being so sore they couldn't even try again on their honeymoon. And a little bit
Mind
later,
you, this lady was a virgin, and you would think he would be like gentle with her, and he had experience. Like he had two other wives, so he knew how to be gentle. He just rammed his shit all up in her JJ, like raw dog, no lubrication, nothing. And she was so ripped up. She was a virgin, and this is how he treated her. He treated her like trash. And that poor lady, because she was so indoctrinated, she didn't realize like what he was giving her was unacceptable, and she stayed for almost 30 years.
she continues saying that, in their marriage, she always had to initiate. And then if she initiated, she had to give him a full body massage for him to want to have sex with her. And that he would never return the favor because he said, that doesn't turn me on.
The sex was so one sided. Like she had to initiate, and she had to go to hell and hot water to get a full body massage for him, and then he wouldn't even give her no. He wouldn't give her a massage. He wouldn't give her no oral sex. He wouldn't do anything for her. And like the fact that she stayed all them years, that just show you how low her self esteem was.
I know this is classic Kody, so it shouldn't be surprising, and I'm still surprised. Can anyone blame her for wondering if any man was going to find her attractive or desirable? Can you blame her for being a little bit over the top happy with David and like
Right,
eating his face? If that
girl.
was the first time in her whole freaking life that she actually got to have sexual experiences where her needs mattered, like,
Like David ate the box. David was gentle with her. She was sprung. And Kody knew that she was going to get that, and that's why he kept trying to stop her from going, blocking her, then try and lead her on with the carrot stick of, oh, okay, we can work things out. I'll try. And she was like, no, I'm done with that. And he just wanted, he just lingered in that lady's life, tortured her sexually, financially, emotionally. He just tortured her, and I felt bad for that lady. That was terrible what she experienced, and she had every right to tell this in the book. And people kept are criticizing and saying, "Oh, she shouldn't have told this side of the story. She should have kept it to herself. She has a minor child." Listen, I'm sure she's heard worse come out of that man's mouth, and we've seen it come out of his mouth on TV. So just imagine what he did behind closed door with that girl earshot. He didn't care about that child. And I hate that they always want to hold her to these women to the high standard, and all these men to the low standard. No, criticize him.
I don't know if later in the book she's going to talk about sex getting better. I mean, I'm just this stuff that's towards the beginning. It's just examples of how polygamy hurts women. This book is titled Sister Wife, and that was her title in the marriage, but I don't think she was treated like a wife.
No,
I think she was treated like an object, and it was an object that he didn't like. She was treated like a burden. And he used her for his spot in the celestial kingdom. He used her for clout because of her family. He used her.
there you have it. He used that lady. He targeted her. He knew that she liked him more than he liked her. He wanted, like she said, a spot in celestial kingdom. He thought marrying her would bump up his position in the church, because when he was into the church, He was trying to, finagle his way into position of power. This was he was just he didn't like her and he tortured her and treated her like shit. And good for you, Christine, to get away from him. And I'm glad she's telling her side of the story. So let's listen without Crystal Ball talk about some other excerpts from the book.
And then it says, it also sounds like she was pretty much done with the marriage as soon as Robin joined. She talked about how Robin cries all the time and how she'd confide in her sometimes to try to bond with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robin would twist her words and tell Kody
Right.
what she was said. She
And
also
his dumbass will believe it because he didn't like Christine. And so that's why this is exactly why Christine said she don't want nothing to do with Kody, not even hi to Robin, because Robin knew that man didn't like her, and she put gas on the fire, and she used her words against her, and was sicking Kody on her essentially, and was torturing her even more. But it goes even further. Let me shut up and let y'all listen to what else.
also said Kody told Robin about his and Christine's sex life or lack thereof. Christine said earlier in the book that Kody would make her massage him, and he never reciprocated. And when she asked him for a massage, he said no because it didn't turn him on to massage her. So she stopped giving him massages, and Robin questioned her about why she stopped.
And remember, right, all along, we don't talk about sex with each other and our relationships with Kody. Bullshit. Robin was all in the mix, collecting information to use against the other wives to get them in line and torturing them right along with him. And here's the funny part about that. Remember when Robin snapped out at the reunion, the one reunion, and said that they are not doing their duties as a wife, and they're not giving him affection the way he wants. That's what she was talking about. She was talking about Christine when Christine stopped doing the massages. Then guess who had to do the massages? She did. And everything that they stopped doing, she was like, they pretty much handed him to me and was like, here, take him. Um, they don't want him basically. And that's why she was mad, because the less they did, the more she had to do. So then when he was complaining to her about the stuff that they're not giving him that he wanted, she would go to them and tell them they need to do it. And so they trying to be the quote unquote good sister wives, these dumb bitches was actually listening, especially Christine. And so Christine stopped doing the massages, and so she trying to check her and make her do them.
Now, multiple users shared this story. Another user wrote, here's something. Kody required an hour-long full body massage before sex, but never reciprocated and said it didn't turn him on to touch his wife. She stopped the massages and Robin asked her why she didn't do it anymore because Kody is such a good husband. So you have Robin interjecting into her sex life with another wife. Remember how Robin on the show said that she never talked to Kody about what was going on in the bedroom? And can you imagine? These massages remind me of the cult leader that I'm covering that's in California, and how he always wants women to give him massages, but he also doesn't reciprocate, and he uses the women for massages and then other things. So he wants an hour-long massage before they do it, and then she stops doing it, and then Robin guilts her for no longer doing it. Also, someone shared a small screenshot of the book, and it was 2 years before Christine even had an orgasm with Kody, because I guess she
Fuck that. 2 years? 2 years before she had an orgasm. That's terrible. So you mean to tell me, like, all them kids, and it took her years to get an orgasm. This man couldn't even do the least amount of work to give her orgasm. That's terrible.
said that on the very first night they got married, Christine had never kissed anyone before. She had never had any level of intimacy. And when they were there to consummate the marriage, she said there was no foreplay, no kissing. He basically just stuck it in, and she cried because it was so painful. And another thing, he liked it when they wore their full Mormon garments while having sex.
Ew.
And apparently he was only into straight missionary. No foreplay. Now the wearing of the garments is
So he would just get on top of her, hump her dry because she wasn't lubricated because he wouldn't give any foreplay. And mind you, a virgin is tight, so he ripped her to shreds. That's terrible. We poor Christine.
Something that's absolutely recommended by their cult because that's how they're supposed to have like righteous sex. And the AUB also teaches that sex should not be enjoyable. So
Oh, see, I don't got time for that. So he wanted them to wear the Mormon garments. I got to find out what those look like. They're probably not really sexy. So you know you got Robin dressing up. Robin. That's why Robin was so mad. He got Robin dressing up. He got Robin doing an hour-long massage, probably giving head for an hour, and he ain't giving her none back. Robin is probably miserable. That's why she looked miserable. This man is all about himself. Like the sex is all about him. And he probably thinking, look, I'm giving you all this money. I'm paying all of your little doll bills and all your little habits. At least you could do is suck my dick for an hour and give me a massage. And I don't got to give you no foreplay. Oh my God. This man is probably horrible in the bedroom. It sounds like. And that's why Christy was so happy to leave. Anyway, y'all, make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you leave 5-star rating. Y'all have a good night.